All right, what's up, guys? So this is kind of a part two. I just literally just did a video of a very challenging delivery in a hoarder's house, right? Someone that hoards junk. So this is kind of a part two. As you can see, I got the same clothes on. This is the same day. I decided to split the videos up because I didn't want it to be too long. So this one's a little shorter, right to the point. I don't have a lot of video or pictures, but you'll get the idea. So this is a house I did probably almost a year ago, I think. It might have been over a year ago. I had saved this content for this reason, to show you guys. This was something I did not document on a YouTube video. So this was a washer delivery and taking the haul away back to Best Buy. It was short distance. I know it was a good paying. It was high paying. I know it was over $100. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but that's not what this video is for. It's to show you what I had to deal with. So this is access to the, this is behind the house. So you have to go through the kitchen to get to this room. And this is kind of like it's almost, it looks like a shed, but it's like it's not really a garage or anything. It's just like a little back room. And it's a hoarder condition, as you can see, all this junk and trash and stuff. But I'm gonna hit play. I want you to see what I had to deal with and let me know if you would do this delivery. So it's a washer. You have to take the haul away. So the haul away is hooked up. It is not disconnected like it's supposed to. So if you didn't know, this is a TaskRabbit delivery job. It was Dolly at the time, and the rules are the same. So the customer is supposed to uninstall appliances for haulaways. You don't have to uninstall it. They have to uninstall it, and it's supposed to be ready to go. This was an elderly lady. So she was like in her 70s and barely could walk. I don't even think she could walk without a walker. So she was not going to be able to disconnect it. So that's challenge number one. It's not even disconnected. So check this out. And I turn the sound off. So this is the roof. Look at this roof. Trash. There were critters in there. I saw critters. All right, so I'm just like showing you how difficult it is to even get to this stuff and how nasty it is in there. So this roof is in like emergency situation. Like this is a emergency. Like it needs to be fixed. So when it rains, we back it up a little bit. When it rains, the water comes right through. This is all water damage down here, which could cause mold, right? So this is a hazardous situation as well that I'm dealing with. So this is the washer. And as you can see, it's still connected. Did you guys see that? Back it up a little bit. It's still connected right here. It's connected in the back. This is all water damage, rust and mildew on both the washer and the dryer. So it's connected. So I have to make a decision. Can I walk away? Absolutely. The customer is supposed to disconnect it. Can I walk away? Absolutely. Are you going to do this? That's my question to you. You have to disconnect that. Look at this. I think it rained the day before. So the water's still dripping. All this water is coming through here. I think this was a tarp, but it's torn up. So there's no protection in here. The water's just pouring in there. Horrible, horrible, horrible conditions. No place to put a brand new washer. All right. All right. So as you can see, I decided to go ahead and bring this washer out. Look at it. Okay. This is way better than it looks before. Why? Because I used the customer's water hose to rinse this down. So I was not going to put it in my van looking like this. I did rinse it off. So that's what I use. I got the customer's permission to use their water hose and I just rinsed it off. I didn't have anything to like scrub all this. I wasn't going to like thoroughly clean it, but I didn't want to put it in my van the way it was. So I at least rinsed it off just for the ride. I end up grabbing it from the front with the dolly. Normally I transport it from the back, but I grabbed it in the front because of that room. It was no room in there. So I didn't even have room to turn it, to get it, to put the dolly on the backside. So I had to strap it from the front and wiggle it out. There was a lot of junk that I had to move, and I'll kind of show you that on the last video clip. But yeah, man, I got it. I rinsed it off. Was this worth it? Not really. But in this situation, I did it because, the customer was elderly and she needed a washer. This one was not working at all. It was broke. So I had compassion, but I could have walked away. Absolutely. Did not have to do this. So it's kind of your discretion. It's up to your discretion what you're willing to do. All right. I think I got one more video. Okay, so this is the inside It's empty now, but this was not draining. It was broke. So this was full of water. So I'm just showing you what it looked like inside. So I ended up tipping it over. I took my dolly off and I tipped it over. So that's what it looked like. After I tipped it over, I leaned it down the driveway and I ran all this water out of it to empty it out. It was really heavy. It had a lot of water in it. That thing is nasty, man. Very, very nasty. All right. So this is the last video of it. This is the new washer. So it was difficult to get it in there. It was a lot of maneuvering and moving junk around, but mission accomplished. I got it in there. I did not install it. I told the lady I absolutely will not install it, but I think her son was going to install it later, but I got it in there. So I might have to blur some of this because I think I got the customer's name and stuff on here, but you get the idea. I got it in there. Really, really tight space. Very nasty. And this person, they're going to need, look at this. They're going to need a new dryer too pretty soon. So look at this area. This is I had to maneuver down here and then all the junk behind it. Very, very difficult delivery. Look at all that. So I actually cleaned this up. All this stuff was down here on the floor. So I actually moved some of this stuff to just make enough room to get by. I had to make this turn. And my wife is my helper. And so this brings up a question. My wife is my helper. And she absolutely refused to go in there. She would not help me with this job. And I don't blame her. She has no obligation to help me with this job. So I did this by myself. You're supposed to have a helper, but you, based on the terms of, it's now TaskRabbit Delivery, but Dolly at the time, you can do the delivery however you see fit. So you just have to have a helper with you. Okay. They have to be there. You can't have a helper and do the job by yourself, like show up by yourself. So the helper's there with me, but if my helper does not want to go in this house, they don't have to. And technically you shouldn't be punished for that, but Dolly would punish you for that if the customer complains. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that. You guys already know about that. I did it by myself because my wife would not go in there and I don't blame her. She has no obligation to go in an unsanitary, unsafe house. I mean, that roof could come down at any point in time. So it's not safe. Definitely could justify why she didn't help me, but I decided to knock it out because it was short distance and the pay was really good. All right, guys. So this is the last photo I have to show you. That's mission accomplished. This nasty thing was brought back to Best Buy for them to dispose of. So again, just like the first video I did, would you do this job? Because you absolutely can walk away. You can refuse to pick up a haul away in this condition. You could refuse to deliver in a room like that. A hoarder house or unsafe or unsanitary. Yes, you can refuse. You just have to justify. So I would take a lot of photos. I would send it to TaskRabbit Delivery. That's who it is now. And explain why you refuse to do the delivery. 100% you can. That's in the terms. So again, how many of you would actually do this delivery? Would you do this job? It did pay over $100. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I know the distance was short. It was like 8 miles away or 6 miles away. And I believe it was around like 120, 130, something like that. So it was worth it to me because I think this was the same day that I did my Dillard's route. So it was kind of already on the route. So just a job that I could do. Didn't have to drive a lot of miles or anything like that, but definitely went above and beyond on this one. So very nasty job. All right, man. That's it. Y'all have a good one. Catch y'all on the next one.